Ramadan friends. Welcome to Ramadan Books in Nadia's Nook. Today, we're reading Hamza's First Fast by Asna Chaudhry. This book is about a little boy named Hamza, and he wants to try fasting just like his older brother and sister. Do you guys have any older brothers or sisters? Well, come on, join me in your jammies and grab your favorite cuddly friend because it's time for
Ramadan books, Ramadan books, Ramadan books in Nadia's Nook.
Welcome back to my Nook, everyone. Are you guys all comfy in your jammies? Great, me too. Who's ready to read? Perfect, let's begin. Hamza's First Fast by Asna Chaudhry. One morning, Hamza woke up bright and early and went to the family room and said to his brother Ali, "Assalamu alaikum, let's go have our breakfast." Ali replied, "I'm not going to eat breakfast today because it is the first day of Ramadan and I'm fasting today." Hamza didn't understand the meaning of fasting. Confused, Hamza went to the kitchen where his mama was preparing breakfast for him and asked, "Mama, what's Ramadan? And why is Ali fasting?" Mama smiled. She was glad Hamza had asked and replied, "Hamza, Ramadan is a special month when Muslims don't eat or drink anything from dawn to sunset." Mama explained how fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and that Hamza didn't have to fast yet as he was still too young. Fasting in the month of Ramadan teaches us self-control and patience, Hamza. It also helps us to understand what people who don't have anything to eat or drink feel like, said Mama. Hamza didn't think he was too young to fast. He was sad that everyone was fasting in his family except for him. At that moment, Hamza got the idea that he was going to try to fast too. Even though Mama said he didn't have to fast, he still wanted to try. Hamza decided that he wasn't going to eat or drink anything until after sunset. He was very excited about fasting. A few hours later, Hamza found his papa and told him that he was fasting too.
"That's wonderful, Hamza. I'm going to read my Dhuhr prayer. Why don't you join me?"
Papa asked. Hamza decided that he wanted to please Allah. "Okay, Papa, let's go pray." After a while, Hamza started to feel hungry and went to see if his sister, Aisha, was also feeling hungry. Aisha explained, "We're lucky that we're only fasting for the day. There are people in the world that aren't going to eat or drink for days." Hamza felt sad. He didn't want there to be hungry people in the world. Hamza started to think about what Aisha had said. "I wish that I could do something to help them," Hamza thought to himself. Trying to keep his mind off of food, Hamza decided to play on his swing set in the backyard. He wondered how much longer he would have to fast. Hamza went inside to play video games to pass the time away. But no matter what he did, he couldn't keep his mind off of food. Time passed by slowly, and Hamza started to feel really hungry. He was getting quite frustrated with the whole idea of fasting. Hamza couldn't take it anymore. This wasn't as easy as he thought it would be. He felt he could no longer go without eating or drinking. Hamza made a decision that he would eat a cookie. Even though Mama told him that he didn't have to fast because he was too young, he didn't want his family to know that he couldn't keep his fast. He went into his room and put on a disguise. Making sure that no one was watching, Hamza went downstairs and quietly entered the kitchen. He slowly made his way to the cookie jar. He managed to get the cookie jar and sneak it down to the basement. By just looking at the cookies, Hamza's mouth began to water. Hamza was about to eat a cookie, but then started to feel guilty. He remembered that there were people in the world that couldn't eat or drink for days. He felt lucky that he had food and water, unlike other unfortunate children. Allah would be so pleased with him for fasting, so he decided not to eat the cookie. Hamza put the cookie back in the cookie jar. "I'm not going to eat the cookie," I can do this, he said to himself. A few minutes later, Hamza heard Aisha call him. Hamza, time to break your first fast. It was time to sit with his family and break his fast. Oh, yes, he said.
MashaAllah, Mama and I are so proud of you, Hamza,
said Papa. The family gave thanks to Allah and sat down and opened their fast. You must feel really good for completing your first fast, said Ali. Smiling, Hamza replied, I do. Hamza learned that fasting can be quite difficult, but he felt proud that he stayed strong and finished it. What have you guys done that made you feel proud or strong? Inshallah, I can't wait to see you all again tomorrow when we read another book in my Nook. Until then, good night and sweet dreams.